fund, you talked about the 30 million. As at the time of your reporting to the committee, nothing has been drawn. We want to know why. Is it a local resource fund or part of what the government of the Federation is intending to get from abroad? I also would want to know, you talked about underreporting of funds.
Revenue.
Revenue. I do not only want to look at it as underreporting of such funds. I want to look at it as sometimes non-declaration of such funds. Because if you go across the country, there is a lot of illegal mining going on, as you said. And a lot of the people that are practicing in the fields today, particularly our foreigners that are being admitted into this country, you will agree with me that they are not declaring what they claim they are mining. Most of these things, I am from Nasarawa State, and most of these things go out in the night. Sometimes they deprive our citizens from having access to the place. And in the last budget defense, we talked about these people bringing prisoners to take over works of our artisans, thereby compounding our unemployment problem. If this is allowed to go on, there's a company quarrying in Nasarawa State. We tried to have access to the place day before yesterday. The man pretended he doesn't understand English and is not going to allow anybody to enter the place. So we don't know what they are actually doing there. And if we that are from the environment cannot be allowed to access the place, what of government that is far away from them? And as such, if they are taking away anything, you will not know. They will not pay the necessary fees. And they will not even tell you that maybe they said, okay, they are looking for tin. What they are taking away is more than tin. And the value of what they are taking away is far, far more than what they say they are looking for. So what are we doing to see that this is properly taken care of? And in some of the quarry spots, you will find that what the law provides for them to use while quarrying, for the safety of the environment, for the safety of the people working, some of them are not doing what is supposed to do. Most of them do not even have magazines. And you expose them to explosives. And so the whole environment is being endangered. And so we want to know what the ministry is doing about this. And I want to have an update on what your ministry is doing about
what is allocated, disbursed to us that we would record. So, to the best of our knowledge, this is the accurate rendition of what we had expended in the ministry for the year. And the shortfall, the surplus from my quick discussion with the permanent secretary is as a result of those movements, transfers within the system, retirements, and so on and so forth. Well, I guess civil servants very rarely The second question you asked, which I think it's relates to the format, I don't know the copy you are holding, but we do have one. If you look at page 62 of the one you have, we have a breakdown of 2016 capital budget releases and expenditure, which follows the format you had actually proposed. It gives a sense of what the project is, what the approved budget is, what the releases have been, the status of it, and the balance available. We've done that with the Ministry of Budget and Planning code for the various releases. And you've highlighted 3 particular projects, which you said we might want to focus on. What you call the website upgrade. If you recall, when we met here last year for the appropriation of 2016, this was one classification that generated a lot of debate. And the Ministry of Budget and National Planning realized the error and they corrected it in the system that this was not a website update project, and it was an IT automation and infrastructure project. And the status of the project is that it's gone through BPP, it's been approved by the Federal Executive Council, and the contract is now being executed. So that's where we are with the project.
But in your report, sir, it reads 0. In your submission here, except we are saying that FEC had just approved this year.
Yeah, FEC just approved it. We just signed the contract.
Okay. So has funds been released? This is the purpose. In your submission here, you know, sir, in accounting, we have core. We also consider historical cost convention in accounting plans. So assuming without conceding that yes, this project has been deprocessed and it has not FEC for award, so the question will be thinking is that okay, it is based on the fact that yes, it has been captured in the Appropriation Act, the funds are available, and upon award, we are ready to mobilize the contractor.
That is actually the correct.
Yeah, but this report did not state
it's inaccurate,
that the money is on ground. So it's as if, okay, we do know that when you get funds from the general, the money has no color, it has no name, that this Naira and Kobo is for this project.
For this particular
project. So, but you use the discretion to appropriate based on priorities. Am I correct, sir?
You're absolutely right.
So if that is the case, in this report, it is not indicated that funds are already, it's as if you've jettisoned it.
Okay, please, let the PS would like to. That, again, you will see that there is a balance. I think it's... Okay. Well, I think that is really the problem, because that's what they would like to know. Because what we've spent, we've collapsed all the items in the budget relating to vehicle procurement. And you notice that it's more than that 284. There's another for 150 million. So we've collapsed those because we needed to be able to procure all the vehicles that wanted to procure.
But no, sorry, sir, Mr. Chairman. No, Mr. Chairman, no. Mr. Chairman, sir. Mr. Chairman, with due respect, I said, sorry, Mr. Chairman, let me try to put my honorable colleagues, in a line so that, the shop overhead, not to have maybe the officer, the account, whatever. No, I think we are not talking about that one, honestly. So when we said the details about the overhead, at least going by the overhead, going by the budget, there is line item for the overhead. I think that's the only thing we need, but not the officer, not the... so at least we have to... But we can ask for that one, but for now we are not looking for that one, honestly. This is that we are looking for. Yes.
Okay.
Doctor, is that again?
Okay, sir. What I would just say on that really is that we went by the letter we received from the chairman, which actually asked for release, not details of expenditure. But now that you're asking for details of the expenditure, we'll provide whatever information is relevant on that. But the other question you asked about mineral testing, I already mentioned it, sir, that we are working with SGS, Inspection Services, to get them to manage our minerals laboratory in Kaduna. The Geological Survey Agency has a laboratory, and we have some equipment. We don't have all equipment there.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. How do you procure the equipment necessary instead of going abroad?
As a matter of fact, if you look at the NGSA budget in 2016, there is a provision for that. We made additional provision for equipment, and the NGSA have done that. They would explain that, the DG would explain that if given the opportunity to do so. But the important thing is, equipment are not enough. If we have equipment, we need people who would be ISO certified. Mineral testing is a universal issue. In order for what is tested to be recognized worldwide, you need to be accredited for that purpose. And that's why we're taking the shortcut of using SDS, that is already world renowned in this field, to do the management of our laboratory for us, and also in the process help us build the capacity of our own Geological Survey Agency staff in order to get this work you want to be done locally done. And so that's what we're doing in relation to that.
I think in addition to that, you can see
Economy, agriculture, mining, and water resources. But I think Agric has also benefited from it. President Buhari has approved some money for Agric in it, and money has been approved for us in it. You say, why haven't we gotten the money? Well, we have applied to the Ministry of Finance and the Accountant General's office, and I believe they're working on it to ensure that we get the money. But what you can also do, you can help us through your own good offices, your own connection. You can help us to ensure that this money is released, so that it's not just Federal Executive Council approval. I understand Honourable can really help us to get the 30 billion out on that. So it's local funds, it's not part of the foreign support that we were getting. On the illegal foreign workers, you put your finger on a very, very key issue. What we have done is to enter into partnership with the Federal Ministry of Interior, so that we're working with the Citizens Directorate. They have an office that approves work permits for foreigners, for expatriates who are coming into the country. Now, in the mining sector, we have entered into an understanding with them that nobody in mining gets a work permit unless we have certified it in the Ministry of Mines and Steel Development. So they send all the requests to us now, and we then determine whether the work is so specialized that we cannot find a Nigerian who can do it. It's only after we've done that the Ministry of Interior approves work permits for expatriates, at least in the mining sector. I believe this may be applicable to other sectors as well. So for us, we are really, really interested in what you're saying, because we know it's a problem, not just in Nasarawa, but across the board. And we're going to make examples of people that we find illegally operating in those sectors and in those communities without due approval by the federal government.
Okay, one more.
So I would really like to get the information on that place you visited. For example, if I have that information, we can undertake some due diligence activity on it. Thank you.